My name is Gilliam. I'm a senior, number 69.
Isaiah, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
It's fun being Eagle. You get to be around people that you grew up with. You get to work out in the morning, like early in the morning. Spend time with your friends, like you don't have to practice, and get to joke around with the kids or with your teammates, I should say.
How cool is it to put on that uniform and come out of the tunnel on a Friday night?
But it feels really good, you know. You got a lot of people watching you, you know. You won states last year, so, you know, a lot of people are counting on you to, you know, continue that journey.
You mentioned the workouts. What are those 6 a.m. workouts like?
It was kind of difficult because, you know, waking up really early, get up, maybe like a 45-minute to an hour workout, and you have film right after, whatever it could possibly be. The coach is yelling at you every day, make sure you get better and all that.
Do you think a normal outsider could handle those workouts?
Probably not. You know, Jaketti likes to Jaketti make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
When I say 2024 Division II state champ, Avon Eagles, what does that mean to you?
It feels really good. These kids are really talented on this team. You know, a lot of kids going off to college soon. It's a dream come true. You know, not a lot of people get to do these kind of things. So.
What would it be like to win the last game your senior year?
Feel really good. You know, it's our last year. You know, people go separate ways. You might not see your friends again. You know, you never know because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of the kids are going up to college, playing college ball, and making lots of money, you know. But it feel really good, you know. A lot of the seniors probably end up crying at the end of the game.
Batman's funny. I mean, he doesn't really talk much, but he also, once you get to know him, he talks a lot. So he's very funny.
Batman. Batman, he's always been the juice for me, honestly. So before the games, I always see him when we go through our O-line warm-ups, and I'm always giving him energy, but he's always the person that's coming back at me for energy. So Batman, I love Batman. He's a good guy.
I don't know where the name for Batman actually comes from. I could take a guess at it, but I remember me and him also used to talk with Coach Madge a lot about football, and then we'd always go down to lunch together in middle school. And that kid ate a lot. That's what I'll tell you about him. He always used to get to lunches and whatnot. It was pretty funny.
Batman's really funny. I remember freshman year why we call him Batman. I don't remember if it was a hat or a shirt. He wore some Batman coming in. I think Braden Patrick started calling him Batman, and it's just stuck from then on. He has improved a lot. He used to not really be fully into the lineman part, and he had become pretty good for where he started. I never really saw him being where he is now, just being like his friend and all that. Like, I didn't really think he would want to be as good as he is. Because, like, I remember the one time he said he was just there to hang out with us, hang out with his friends, because he loves playing football. But he has actually started to become pretty good. And he's on black, which is number 1 defense, 2 offense. And he's been rotating in with there, so it's pretty sweet that he's actually gotten up to that point.
I remember Coach Kiesel said that he was one of the most improved players. And if you really look at it, because sometimes I'll just be sitting on the sideline and just watch the white and gold, go at it. And then over the years, you really see he has really improved a lot. Despite his size, he's really good.
Isaiah's a guy that honestly put in a lot of time and effort in the weight room and made himself into a football player. Again, Isaiah's the kind of kid that you need him in your program and on your team. He's a senior who leads by example. He definitely is a guy that shows the young guys how to do things, and then he's willing to take on whatever role you need him to get a team prepared and ready to play.
Hollywood made a movie about Isaiah. Who would star as Isaiah?
Oh, I'd probably pick not Will Smith, but have you seen Bad Boys?
Martin Lawrence? Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. I'd probably pick him. He's really funny. I think he would be a good person to pick. He's really funny. I like him.
Your flavor of ice cream, what best describes you?
Ooh, mint chocolate chip. Yeah, I know it's probably very common for lots of people, probably Oreo or yeah, it's between mint chip and Odo. It's one of those. Those are good.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
I'd say Batman. He has lots of money, a billionaire. I could use that money to, help people that are in need or whatever. Fast cars, do whatever you want with it.
I was curious if you were going to say that because then I was going to ask you about your nickname. You know, like how did you ever get that nickname?
That nickname came up when it was like a spirit week at school, and I wore a Batman hat to school. So Brandon Patrick, BP, and he was like, Batman would be a really cool name to call you guys.
I remember it was freshman year football, and I saw he was wearing a Batman hat, and I was like, oh, Batman. I just started calling him Batman, and it kind of stuck around. He didn't like it at first. He actually hated it. He always told me to stop calling him Batman, but I kind of ignored that and kept calling him Batman. And it spread, and then I heard it started to get a little mainstream. I heard people saying it in the sophomore year, and I was like, this is going to stick, isn't it? And it definitely did. So
When did he finally accept it?
probably around junior year. He was just kind of like, yeah.
So ever since then, everybody's been calling me Batman. I mean, it's better than other names that people have called each other. So I think it's actually pretty cool. I don't think it's actually that bad.
That's a good one.
I've been called that for about a few years now, a couple years.
All right, recently the Powerball jackpot was at $1 billion. If you had a winning ticket, what would you do?
I would buy my family a house, buy my family a car, invest in the rest of the money of whatever I have left.
You're gonna have a lot left.
Yeah.
One house and one car.
I mean, I might buy a family, a mansion or something, but maybe like a dog with a pet or whatever.
You gonna travel? You gonna go on a shopping spree? Anything?
Yeah, I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to go go down to Texas, Hawaii, those kind of places. Go down to Florida because some of my family are down there, so I'll go down there, see them a little bit. Maybe Alaska. I've heard Alaska's got some cool things down there too.
How would you describe this player, Isaiah?
He locks in. I think most people would probably say I'm the most probably energetic person on Friday nights, along with Vinny, Jerry, Clapham, most the senior guys. But Kennedy he thinks I'm the best guy of giving up the energy, Yeah, I make sure it's loud, But, yeah.